All right, hello once again, Jeff Scott from Jeff Teaches Programming. And what I've been doing is we have created a library file under a folder called, or a project called Array Library. The file is, it's a class file, but it really is ArrayBoth. And I'm using it, I've already put it onto the console program. All right. And what we want to do now is we want to be able to add that to our GUI program as well. And I've got it working except for a couple things. And should have been obvious to me what those couple things are. Both ascending, all right, and descending are going to, they're not populating a list box right now because when I call this, notice the get ascending that's in my file here. It's returning an integer array. All right. So I'm going to change this to this. All right. And I want to populate the list box. And when I populate the list box, here's a problem. It's populating the list box, all right, but it's adding the test scores. I don't want that. I want it to populate the list box with the correct array. So I'm going to say int bracket bracket the array. Now don't worry about that. It's going to give us some errors. And this will be the array. All right. And now here, for this one, for the form load, doesn't matter which one I use. So I'm just going to use test scores. All right. And actually, that's in array both dot test scores. All right, and I'm going to have to do that, I think, for most of these, if not all of them. Now I've got this show array, but populate list box is really doing the same thing. So let's clear it first. LST test scores dot items dot clear. Maybe I'm already clearing it in here. I don't know, but that's okay. All right, so that's populating the list box. I don't think I'm going to need this show array anymore. Before I remove it, let's just comment it out. Okay, it's going to give me an error someplace. But now every place that I'm calling that, let's see. So this ArrayBoth.C# value, now I want to call for this populate list box, and I want to make sure that what I'm populating this ArrayBoth.get descending, we're going to say int bracket bracket, and we're going to call it whatever we called it down here. ArrayBoth.get ascending. So we want to call this, we got it called array copy. So array copy. And that's in the ascending. So it's going to also have to be in the descending. Bracket, bracket, array copy. equals that, and we'll have to pass in again array copy. All right, and we're going to go over why this didn't work and everything in just one moment. All right, I want to see now if my ascending and descending work. Then we'll do the search, then we'll go over the entire flaming program here. Error. Oh, this is now show array, so this is going to be now populate list box, and we're going to populate it with the original. That should be fine. So file, save all. Let's see if it works. Okay, there's the original. Help works. Now, will this be in ascending order? Well, that looks pretty fine to me. How about descending? That looks good. So let's do ascending again. The smallest should be 1. And it is. Let's do descending. So the largest should be 96, and it is. The sum, I don't know exactly what it'll be, but all right, 1198. And if we take 1198 and we divide that by 25, it should give our averages 47.92. Good. The range should be 96 minus 1, or 95. Good. The median should be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The median should be 43, and it is. So right now, these 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 buttons are working. Clear doesn't look like it's working, so we'll have to fix that. Okay. And then we'll do our searches, and then we'll be finished with this. All right, so what is the clear button doing right now? It is calling ArrayBoth.populate. So that's not doing anything. Oh, because we have to say this. It's all right. We can say int bracket bracket array copy equals ArrayBoth.populate. Now it looks as though that doesn't need anything. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's go back to ArrayBoth.populate. All right. All right, so we've got this. Okay, so all we have to do in here is say populate list box, and it's a new one, so we can put in test, ArrayBoth dot test scores. Okay, let's see if that works now. I don't want to make sure I didn't break anything that's in here as well. So 50, 37, 61, 44. So there's ascending, there's descending, 50, 30. Okay, that's all good. So original works, help works, ascending works, descending works, smallest is 0, works, largest is 97, works, sum is 1229, average is 49.16. The range should be 97 minus 0, or 97. The median should be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, should be 44. It is. When I click clear, I should get new numbers in here. So here was the original, and now I'm getting new numbers every time. Exit works. So the only two things left to work on in here, and I'm doing great for time. All right, so the only two things that I need to worry about are my searches. Okay? Because right now they are asking, but I don't think they're really doing much of anything rather. So let's look at the two searches. All right, so here's my search. Okay, it's calling get ready to search, and it's doing that. And we need some kind of a show message in there. But we can do this show message, but I think what we're going to need to do is go back to GUI 1, and I'm going to need to look in here. Where was the first one? Come on. There. All right. So for C# search, perform it, etc., we can still use this. All of that. Now, don't worry, it's giving me an error in here for search value. All I have to do is change that to search value, and that'll fix that. And here, so that fixed that. This, I'm going to have to let it know that it is ArrayBoth.test scores. Okay. Now that one's fixed. Let's grab the other one, which is my VB search. And again, grab all this. Copy that to the clipboard. Now I can close this. I can close this. I can close this. I can close this. And for my VB search, I can hit enter here a couple times, paste that in. Again, don't worry. Now I called it the index. This is going to have to change to valid. This will have to be search value, and that'll fix all the errors except 1, or 2, or 3. All right. Now I'm going to go back. Now I do have to go back and bring that one up again, unfortunately. There. We need that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. All right. Let's see if our searching works. We'll come back and we'll make it even a little bit nicer in just a minute. All right. File, save all, run the program. All right, let's put it in ascending order just so we've got something there. Let's search, and let's search for a value that's in there, 27. So that should be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in location 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm off by 1. It's not index 7, it's index 6. All right, let's put in something that's not in there. Let's put in 100, which is not in there. Was not found. That's good. Let's try the VB one. And again, we'll put in 27. And that says the value of 27 was not found. Well, that isn't good. 100 should not be found. So that's good. So the C# one is working, but it looks like I'm off by 1 here. So let's look at the C#. Array.index of. I mean, I can cheat here. The index is at index of. It looks like this index value is wrong. So let's do this. Let's do a message box.show here. And it'll say the index where this was found was, and we'll put in the index. Now it's going to kind of blow up a little bit. It won't like it if we put something in there that doesn't exist, but I want to see where this is showing us. So file, save all, let's run it. All right, let's put it in ascending order and let's search. And we'll search for 33, which should be at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 33. It says the index was found, was it? The index where this was found was 21? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It's 86. That's not right. Oh, now it says it was found at 21. Let's try it again. Let's just put in 1. Well, it's running it twice. That's a little screwy. So rather than you having to watch me flounder here, I'm going to pause it for a second, take a look, and I'll come right back. All right, I believe I fixed the first one here. This is what I added. I brought in a copy, but I wanted to make sure the array was in ascending order first. Now this get ready to search, I want to see what this is doing. This is calling ArrayBoth.getAscending. Oh, so I really shouldn't need to do that. Get rid of this, which we don't need any longer. The first thing I want to do in here when I'm doing these searches I don't think I need to do this here. ArrayBoth.getAscending. I want to do it up here, and I want to do it before I do anything else. Let's see if that fixed it, made it better, or whatever. All right, So when I run the program, I've got numbers in here. You can see they're not in any order. I want to click search. The first thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to put it in ascending order. And if I put 0 in here, I think it's going to work. 0, and it's at location 0. That's fine. And if I search again and I search for 17, that should be at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's working, but I'd like it to immediately search. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try something, probably a waste of my time and yours, but I'm going to put how to set a C# timer. All right. Import the namespace, so using C# or using system timers at the top. All right, let's do that. Now it's going to be gray right now because we're not using it. All right, so that's okay. Create a timer instance, timer my timer equal new timer, and set the interval. So let's do that. If you say, what are you even doing, Jeff? I'm going to show you in just a second. So timer, my timer, it's ambiguous. Well, I must be missing a step here. That's okay. Import it, I did. Create it, example timer, my timer equals new timer. Then set the interval. All right. Don't worry, we'll get it fixed in just a minute. We don't want it to be set for a second. We'll want it to wait, let's say, 3 seconds. What are the fixes for this? I've got using timer here. System.timers. It is grabbing that. Well, I'm going to put that in system.timers.timer, and I'm going to put the same thing here. System.timers.timer. Okay, that fixed that. Now what I want to do, add an event handler. Define a method to execute we want to do this. I'm going to change that to 0. Of course, we need a semicolon here. What I want to do is I want to wait 3 seconds, and then after I put it in ascending order, before it comes in and actually does this where it's going to ask for the value to search. Okay. There's get ready to search, but it doesn't like this. Let's see with the sample code in here. Let's try that. Okay, so I want to tell it we're creating a timer that should wait 3 seconds. We're enabling it. We're calling this. We're telling the timer to start. And then we're saying when it's done, it should call this, but it doesn't like that right now. I am going to take, no, not that. So the only thing that looks funky here is the elapsed thing that's in here. It's actually kind of cool what we're doing right now. Untimed event. Start my timer and stop. Define a method to execute when the timer elapses. My timer dot elapse plus equal. Yeah, it doesn't like that. Cannot put type int to this. Get ready to search. Oh, it's returning an int. That's the problem. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of all of it. What I'm doing is correct, but the problem is it is not going to be able to handle it because the get ready to search is returning an integer, and this doesn't want an integer, doesn't want anything returned. I thought there was just literally you could put a timer in and have it stop. How to pause. C# program execution for 5 seconds. Well, it says how to add a delay. How to implement a 5-second delay. Well, let's see. We can try that. Thread.sleep. Let's see if that works. We'll leave it at 5 seconds for right now. All right. So hopefully this will put it in ascending order, wait 5 seconds, and then ask us to make a choice. All right. So we click search. It is asking us, but it's not giving us the results first. And again, the problem that we have is not that we're doing it wrong, but we have to populate the list box right away. Let's try that. All right. And we'll only make this 3 seconds. All right, so we've got numbers. We're clicking search. It still isn't changing it. See, it's boom. It's changing it. Maybe we don't need anything in here. Let's see. Okay, it did do it right away. All right, so let's try 45. That's at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It says the value 0 was not found. Well, that isn't good. Get ascending, populate the list box with get ascending. Search C#. Oh, we lost that search value that we had in here. So that'll be search value equals get ready to search. Hopefully that fixed everything. File, save all, boom. All right, search. All right, it's there. Let's try a simple one. That should be 0, 1, 2, 3. 21 should be in 3. And it is. Let's try 22, which is not there. And it's not found. So we now have the C# search working. All right, so now we've got to do the VB search. The C# search is fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this get ready to search. I don't typically like to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to move it down so it's under the VB one. There. Okay, so let's look at the VB one here. We're going to have the same kind of thing that we had before. Now, I might get an error here. If I do, don't worry about it. Search value equals 0. All right. So let's try the VB one now. File, save all. Again, VB search. It should immediately put this into ascending order. It did. Let's search for 38, which is at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 38 was not found. Well, that isn't good. We'll fix it in a minute. Okay. Array both get ascending, populate list box. That's all working. The index is -1. We're calling get ready to search. Oh, we're not calling the VB one here. Search VB. Oh, I think there is only one in here now. It is search C#. We're using that search for both of ours. Nope, we've got a VB search right here. So that's VB search. All right, let's see what that does. File, save all. VB search. Let's try 24, which is in number 2. Doggone, not found. Array copy is array both get ascending. Okay, there's our search value. We're populating the list box with it. That's all working. Search value equals get ready to search. And that just should be returning the search value. ArrayBoth.VB search. Let's take a look at that. And now technically I don't think for this search here, I think we're already doing that. And I think we're already doing this. Well, that's why it needs it here. Okay, forget I said that. Why isn't that finding it? Why it otherwise return -1? Well, let's do this. File, save all. We're just about there. And in here, in this VB search, let's do a messagebox.show. Well, it's going to be -1 there, so that's actually not. So we want to do this after the search. And let's do it before the search too and verify that it is -1. And let's see if it changes or if it's -1 both times. All right, VB search. We'll just do 10 here. Before it's -1. After it's -1, so it's not finding it. That's why it says it's not found. So this VB search is not finding it. looking through my own notes here. So we got everything working. We got 13 of our 14 buttons working. Well, let me pause for just a moment. I'm way out of line here. I'm at 41 minutes, which I hate making them these long, so just give me a second. All right, I just want to finish this up. I made a change, and what I was never doing was checking to see if a search value was found. So if it is found, I'm setting the index accordingly. All right, so let's see. I believe now that works. Let's just run through the whole gamut. And then I'm going to do one more short video on this. I'm going to go through the whole program. So VB search, I'll check for 18. It should be at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 18 is found at index 4. 19 is not in there. And it was not found. So I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to come back and just explain the whole program kind of line by line. And then put this to rest and then talk about what we're going to be doing next. See you shortly.